Greetings from Aperture. This is Aperture Gaming 011 signing in, and it's time for Battlefleet Battle Operation Midway Part 2. Hello, Paraguay. Hello, Newsreels Gaming. Hello, all of Norway. And that's it, yeah. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. How are you guys doing? So, to recap what we did yesterday, we were supposed to actually finish the entire tournament by yesterday. All-time battle. However, there was a situation. Nevertheless, battle 1, Dapper Turtle versus Jay Cavalier. Jay Cavalier has won that round, and battle 2, Paraguay versus 3 record. The victor became Paraguay. Battle 3, Solar Admiral Scrublord versus Jay Cavalier, and Jay Cavalier won, leading Cavalier to semifinals. Who's watching? You better behave yourself. I don't know Norwegian, so crap. However, there was an issue. Starting from Battle 4, Scribbles McGee versus Paraguay. There has been a construction issue in Scribbles' carrier, leading to an absolute curb stomp of a game of a match, which was supposed to lead to the Paraguay winning and moving into semifinals. However, it seems that quite amount of people wanted Squirrels McGee to have a chance to actually fight. So yeah. Nevertheless, and Battle 5 happened. Solar Admiral Scrublord versus 3D Record, leading to Solar Admiral Scrublord winning and advancing to losers bracket round 2, eliminating 3D Record for the tournament. Today was supposed to be Battle 6. Battle 6, which was supposed to be Squirrels McGee versus Dapper Turtle. However, in Discord, we decided to give Scribbles a chance. I've received Scribbles' new carrier, which is actually fixed confirmed, actually partially. But so we decided to cancel Battle 4. So and yes, which means starting from today's first battle will be Battle 4 once again. Scribbles McGee versus Paraguay. We'll see how the victors go on. After that, we will go straight to Battle 6 since Battle 5 is already done. Hello, we're Bob Fingal. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Welcome. How are you doing? And also, happy Saturday, guys. I guess like working people don't rest on Saturday, only on Sunday. But nevertheless, happy Saturday. Today was supposed to be Salty Saturday, but due to tournament, we couldn't do it. That's why my VR headset isn't charged. So as a compensation, tomorrow we could either play VR or full Deep Rock Galactic. So we're gonna decide on that during tournaments. Without further ado, so please stand by as I prepare for the first battle. I should have done this earlier, but cousins tomorrow, so chances are hopping in the low. Darn, that's a shame. You can hop in for an hour depending on when you start a stream. But yeah, Sunday, isn't it? Paraguay. Hello, Jay Cavalier. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Welcome. How are you doing? So anyways, guys, how are you guys doing today? Did you guys see anything interesting? Or if you're in a different time zone when the sun is just rising, what are you planning to do today? There's so much testing against aircraft. We gotta consider the impact at the prior against settings. We got a bot. Bot alert! Bot alert! Bot alert! Bot alert! Whatever loads Scribbles' ships, it just takes so long to load. It's still loading right now, by the way. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think I'll just use a computer timer. Let me lower the volume of this. I'll consider starting Bloomer applause during the server in his blueprint. Oh yeah, we should. Interesting. Okay, anyway, the battle is ready, and ready is the battle. Because on the left side, we have Team 1, aka Scribbles McGee. Hold on, before that happens. And let's just watch the high and do stuff high about it from the hello Saya 32016. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Welcome, how are you doing? We got a new guy here. Why don't you guys say hello? And on the right side, we have Team 2, aka Paraguay. Battle begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. The carbon. Hello, fellow hello, fellow life form of carbon. Battle has begun. We've confirmed that. We confirm. Oh dear. There is some collision, but it seems that the majority of aircraft are still fine. However, there are some collisions, but I watch it get stopped by Eigen's planes. Is Eigen really good at making aircraft? However, majority aircraft are still fine. Oh dear. Paragon has yet to launch his aircraft. Tag you out of car missile. Greetings, sailor two-dimensional space. Oh, I see. Oh dear. Yeah, there's still an issue. Someone's outright clipping. Not as bad as before, are you sure? Most of the hard hitters are gone. Well, we got one tempo up, but it's still damaged. We got our first casualty of battle, which is CT-able Retriever 2. No, we won't. Shut up. I'll consider on a super, on a future tournament, okay? But not here. How about this? I'll add one sponsor that allows series on plays, but that's the only thing you can make as a debuff. How about that? No negotiations. No negotiations. We'll call it the Pingu's Petrifiers. Good. We can make a tournament where the sponsors are named after you guys. Yeah. Pingu's Petrifiers. Chevaliers. Nah. J Cavaliers. Janissaries. Janissaries? How do you pronounce it? What the hell do I bring to the on the table? Depends on your construction theme. Planes also have 500mm cannons. What are you gonna put on APS bombs? Battle's begun. Okay. Do you see that plane over there? That blue plane on the carrier? That's wedged on the smokestack, just causing a lot of lag. And nevertheless, oh, the lack of relief. It seems that none of the ships on Scribbles, none of the ships of Paragon have been damaged. However, most of the battle is taking place on the, at Scribbles' fleet. Yeah, as you can see, this thing is wedged. I don't know, but mine would be just break the Washington Naval Treaty in some way. Everything we make it violates the Washington Treaty. I don't see the problem. Oh dear, one of them fell in the water. We have 3 casualties on currently 3 casualties on Squirrels McGee's side. Most of the aircraft are attacking the what's his name? Hallucination. But I don't see any considerable damage other than a few holes on the deck. Meanwhile, there is 10 minutes 46 seconds left in the battle. 5 minutes have passed because of the lag. English Petrifier Pros, 500mm cannons on planes, CUs on planes, extra thick armor. Cons: you may not build battleships because screw you. Why not? You may not build capital ships. Oh, that's a lot of missiles aimed towards Hallucination in one go. Hell of a saturation attack. Is this deck armor? Yeah, even though it's deck armor, it is pulverizing the. Oh, we got one of the guns like crippled. In fact, it could soon be the entire turret crippled for the Hallucination. Meanwhile, oh dear, take a look at this. Schizophrenia is listing heavily. This is like oh dear, it's like battle. Do not associate with Binu. Yeah, as you can see, the Schizophrenia, the carrier of Scribbles McGee, is starting to list heavily. If this sinks, Scribbles McGee loses this battle. However, the Schizophrenia is 99% in health. I don't know why it's exactly listing. I don't dare say anything because I'll jinx it. Nevertheless, it seems that the rest of the aircraft made by Squirrels McGee that have taken off are doing pretty well, because like the only 3 casualties on the battle so far are due to clipping. Other than that, the planes of Team 1 is doing excellent. We have our first casualty in Team 2, which would seem to be a Solaris fighter. It seems that we got missile fire heading towards. Oh dear. The Solaris have been taking damage the whole time. Hallucination takes even more damage. Pneumonia hasn't taken that much damage. That's a lot of missile fire. Are these small missiles? I don't know. Yeah, no, actually those are medium missiles. Yeah, holy crap. The Solaris have been taking damage the whole time while we weren't looking at it. We have one of the planes about to take off. Helloc decisions. Smelly fart. The replies design exists mobile. Yeah, it's kind of assholic, isn't it? For Switch to do that. Meanwhile, the Solaris is retreating from the battle. I don't know why it's turning. Did it lose its turning props or something? Meanwhile, Hallucination is taking all the heat it can. One of the tempos is confirmed 2 damage. Hailed below 80 and is sinking. I don't know which one that's supposed to be. Yes, that was the tempo. We have our Team 1 has this first casualty, a 4th casualty. There's only 1 tempo left. I don't know where he is. Him? No, that's not him. Where is he? More aircraft are returned to get repaired. Perhaps this is why Paraguay's aircraft has so much survivability. Okay, let's check what's going on. No, those rudders are fine. I guess it just has a hard time turning. And nevertheless is running away from the battle like a coward. Meanwhile, the Aurora class also has taken some damage. 96% health. Although it's nothing compared to the Hallucination, which is over there. It seems that the pneumonia, the Schizophrenia has corrected itself. Well, this is you. This is your fleet, Paragon. What do you mean? And it seems that it's lagging behind the carrier. It's so far off in the carrier that it's supposed to escort. As for the rudders, it's not turning, in fact. I don't know why. Nevertheless, it is trying to engage the enemy. Judging by the angle of the guns, is trying to target the aircraft. We shall test the survivability in the next battle. Retreating like a coward. That's called evading. It's also called advancing in a different direction. Currently, total health, Team 1 is at 83.9%, Team 2 is 93.5%. There's 5 minutes, 44 seconds left in the battle. Not looking good for Team 1, even despite the fixes. French advance. Oh dear, I feel so much pity for the hallucination. All of his main guns are crippled. Actually no, never mind. It's just it can't fire, but I don't know where to show this. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It must have been a stray missile from a plane. Saya Baguette. Re is deliberately set to this, you jerks. I don't really. Nevertheless, the remaining aircraft, thanks to their wobbly maneuver, I guess, it's managed to survive this long. Or maybe the fact that aircraft aren't even focusing on the planes in the first place. The problem with the carriers in this game, they don't focus on they don't focus on dogfighting. They just go for the biggest target they have and list out a target prioritizer. What a shame. It's like I do more. Your regular tournament except by person pound of Somalia and assault dinghy and gun on 3 single. What the hell, dude? You can't even put custom battles in multiplayer anyway. It will crash the game. It'll crash the server. Let's assess the damage on the Solaris. Yep, the flight deck is gone entirely. I don't know what this guy's doing. He just crash landed inside the hangar, which is made of wood as well. I mean, much of this, yeah, wow, this ship has a very thin armor. Who needs a flight day anyway? We can make it work. Check untrue. Nevertheless, it's somehow landing. I don't know how we're supposed to land on such a sorry excuse of a remainder of a flight deck. What's a Jade launcher? Oh, you mean Nate launcher? Oh, time Nate launcher. That's gonna be hell. I guess the streaks of light are doing something to get the fighters. I don't know. The guns aren't. Oh, those missiles. Those missiles actually heading towards the streaks of light. Confirmed hit. One confirmed hit on that plane, but nothing else. But meanwhile, hallucination is still taking more damage. It's trying to attack the. I think it's trying to go for the carrier, but it can't. But I mean, it can. There was a point when. Oh, actually, never mind. Spoke too soon. It still has weapons. Every plane is a VTOL. Every time is a VTOL, if it's dumb enough. Nah, you gotta pull out a cool bit maneuver to get it working. Or a very, very well timed Cobra. Look at ship's Cobra. Got our 5th casualty. I think it was on a retriever. Oh, it was another tempo. Tempo? Where's the tempo anyway? Nevertheless, Pneumonia seems to have taken more damage. I'm sorry. Pneumonia is that guy. Wow, the pneumonia is slower than the hallucination. Schizophrenia is doing very fine. Better pilot can fly anything that were designed to fly. Where did you take damage, buddy? Oh yeah, one of your torpedo launchers got damaged. Other than that, oh, the hallucination has 71% health. Team 2's at. It is not looking good for hallucinations. Imagine Japanese fighter is operating Tango making Yamato fly. I respect the guy who wrote that, and the fuel intake on hundreds of jets. What? To show the power of flex tape, I've sawed this boat in half. Not that's how you saw, but flash fire on the hallucination. Yeah, these missiles, they really are something else. Thank God I didn't participate on this tourney. So far, 500 damage. Secondary is disabled. Okay, it seems that Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought. What's flash fire compared to normal fire? Solaris class at 88% health. It could be the race of time of who sinks to carry it first. There's 52 seconds left in the battle, by the way. Okay. Oh, dude, I feel bad for that plane. Yeah, this flight deck is absolutely gone at this point. 30 seconds left in the battle. This is dumb enough warning. Do you have to warn arson in that game or something? 17 seconds left in the battle. Play fire is basically throwing a lighter to the gunpowder source. Oh dear. Battle ends in... Oh. And time is up. Even despite the modifications done to the schizophrenia, Team 1, aka Scribbles Mickey, has unfortunately not been able to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat this time. With the absolute perseverance of the aircraft, of Peregrine, thanks to the Solaris, Team 2 was able to fight this battle without much casualties except for one. Hello, Midnight Shades. Welcome to stream, but welcome. How are you doing? Which unfortunately means that just like yesterday, the battle results remain the same. Scribbles Mickey will be going back to the losers bracket round 1, while Peregrine will go back to semifinals. Congratulations, Peregrine. And let's show that it is happening. The Midnight Shade. And now, as promised, it's time for Battle 6. It's time for Scribbles Mickey to fight again. This is his last chance of redemption, and also so is Dapper Turtle. Because Battle 6 is Scribbles Mickey versus Dapper Turtle. Now please stand by to prepare for the next battle. You guys seen the new free games on Epic? What is it this time? The Solaris Hangar deck has been converted to a flight deck. Hey, if it means it's gonna get rearmed faster, then so be it. So, what you guys doing right now? Curious. I'm gonna go to the toilet, guys. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. What did I miss? Can you nerf for 511 ads, please? Nerf? Anyway, some ads are more tolerable than others. What's 511? Water and cream chocolate thing, wafer. And always remember those as a German Kinder. Oh yeah. Nice play of words. Being underwater regime may not be a cursed drink. Really. Alright, the battle is ready. And ready is the battle. Because on the left side, we have Team 1, aka Scribbles McGee. And on the right side, we have Team 2, aka Dapper Turtle. This shall be one of them is going to be eliminated from the tournament. And I wonder who it shall be. Songs ready? And battle begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Battle's begun. Battle's begun. As usual, there has been a collision. There seems to have been a problem in the takeoff sequence. Nevertheless, but this time, the takeoff sequence has become more fluid. Maybe because of the less lag. There's only one casualty so far. But nevertheless, the rest of the aircraft are taking off pretty well. Meanwhile, in Dapper Turtle's fleet, the frigates are breaking off. The 3 aircraft are moving towards the enemy. One of the retrievers has racking disqualification point. 2 of them are, in fact. Maybe they're flying too high, like Icarus. 4 of them are going too high. Yeah, I think your control surfaces are damaged. You gotta get back down quickly. For those who are wondering, the song playing right now is Peacekeeper from Project Wingman. Oops. Oh no. Go back, hurry. So far, one Sagita has taken some damage. Other than that, the rest of the aircraft are just focusing straight on the partisan. It seems to only target a partisan, because if that ship goes down, yeah, Dapper Turtle will be eliminated. It seems that like all of the aircraft that were racking up disqualification points have come back down to safe altitude. Missiles, let's see how they hit. Over the gun team, Turtle. Missiles have hit, but it's not doing that much damage. Oh, okay, the damage seems to be on this guy. Yeah. No, I don't know. Keep in mind, the flight deck of this thing has been broken. A lot of secondary... I see a lot of broken parts falling for the ship. In fact, this line of secondaries have been destroyed. Not looking good for Team 2 so far, because Team 1 is 99%, Team 2 is 91.3%. Scribbles McGee, even despite the battle damage, is showing good progress. In fact, most of the high explosive HP loss comes to the flight deck. Yeah. Meanwhile, the hallucination, pristine on this in this tournament. Meanwhile, I don't know where the Sagitas are. Hold on. You know what? Maybe next time I should just change the ID so I can see who's who on the map. I don't know where the Sagitas are. Like, aka Dapper Turtle's aircraft. I think I see one over there. I don't think he's doing anything. Yeah, he's not doing anything. There's another one over here. He's evading missiles. However, one of his wings have been cut off, and he's spinning out of control. Sagita. Arba Sagita? Guess not. Yet another Sagita has taken damage, and is a 70%. In fact, has taken a major hit from so many missiles. Oh, this is so terrible. High age, heavy armor flight deck when? What is it? USS Midway? Or does it sound for Italian? Okay, the hallucination is in position. Have begun opening fire on the partisan. The partisan is starting to take missile fire and absolute naval gunfire from both directions. If her health isn't below 80 meters, but if she sinks below 30 meters, she'll be start a rack of disqualification points. She's starting to sink. In fact, no, her vertical props are fine. I don't know what's going on. It should be enough to keep that thing afloat. I don't know what's going on. Okay, it's going back up. Never mind. Most likely, I don't know, inconsistent PID. I realize most of the battles we focused here. The gun surface ship of Scribbles McGee have approached Dapper Turtle's fleet. I don't know what the frigates are doing. The sea axes are doing. They're not engaging the enemy. A lot of missiles incoming. Already take a weird path. You see, oh, we've confirmed that this detection system on the partisan has been destroyed, so it's kind of being a crap shot at aiming. Yeah, essentially it's blind now, the ship. It's now engaged in a broadside battle just like in the times of old. This is what we're waiting for. It's kind of weird on the carrier battle, but I guess health is not below 80% yet, so oh, she's coming back up, but still. Oh, okay. Swing your guns around, lads. Who are rooting for Pingu? Anyway, meanwhile, let's take a look at the tempos, aka the big planes of Scribbles McGee. As you can see, their main form of attacking is you know, this thing. The carrier battle is under the 18th century naval warfare. Cross the T, lads. Yeah, as you can see, his sole form of attacking is this broadside gun. So essentially, in order to attack, the plane has to make sure the gun has to fly sideways towards enemy. It's literally a broadsiding plane. Wait. Yeah. Oh, it's actually. I think it's targeting the C-axis. Or maybe he's trying to target that guy? I don't know. Meanwhile, the helicopter partisan has taken too much damage and is about to be scuttled. Small scale gunship tournament. Interesting. Yep, this guy's not having a good time. I haven't seen this guy launch his missiles though. Nevertheless, the partisan has 74% health. It is taking serious damage. Team 1 is 98.3% health. Team 2 is 74.9% health. If this thing sinks once again, it'll be considered destroyed. 1-inch gun tournament. How much is that? Hold on. 1 inch to centimeters. You want a 2.54 centimeter gunfight? Meanwhile, 6 minutes 50 seconds left in the battle. Oh, this is absolute disaster for Dapper Turtle's fleet. Schizophrenia is running away, it seems. I guess the AI of the partisan is trying to aim for the schizophrenia, but because it's blind and yeah, and most of the main goes crippled, I'm not sure if it can. Exactly. I mean, we kind of technically had that kind of battle. Micro battle. Operation Micro Battles, remember? Wait, Pingu, didn't you participate for Micro Battles? AMR tournaments. Yeah, it seems that the temples have now begun focusing on the partisan. Not sure what impact it's doing against this thing. Not degradable about it. Health confirmed 80 and is sinking. If that thing doesn't go up right now, Dapper Total will lose the tournament. And 0. That's it. Dapper Captain has ordered to abandon ship of the partisan, and the partisan is decaying. Battlefield battle, Baltic Fleet. No detection allowed. All detection set to 0. Wait, are we referencing the Battle of Tsushima? Or no? Oh no, this is a terrible sight to see for Dapper Turtle. I'm ready to come on for Turtles X match. Exhibition match? Alright, sure. Ramming slower. Wait, didn't we do Dapper Turtles J Cavalier? Yeah, we did. We already did. The first match of the entire tournament was Dapper Turtles J Cavalier. We don't need to do an exhibition match. As I say, exhibition match will span across all Battlefleet battle tournaments we did. Phase 1, Phase 2, Double Trouble, Micro Battles, and Titanomaki and Midway. And battle is over with 4 minutes 6 seconds to spare. With the destruction of the partisan class cruiser, Dapper Turtle unfortunately has been eliminated from the tournament. With Scribbles McGee, aka Team 1, showing absolute beautiful performance. Even despite the mishap in the flight deck of the schizophrenia, which is all the way over there, which means Scribbles McGee has redeemed himself and will be advancing to losers bracket round 2 in battle 7, which is right now. He will be fighting against Solar Admiral Scrublord. Congratulations, Scribbles McGee. I'm pretty sure he's not here, but yeah, that means Scribbles will be fighting again. Wow, this is battle 3 in a row. I always try to understand meme culture be like. Alright. It's time for losers bracket round 2. Scribbles McGee versus Soul Admiral Scrublord. Please stand by to prepare for the next battle. Oh, this is gonna be a fast setup as well. Trolls win, I'll lose. I'll plus Scribbles again. Wheeze. Oh dear, that's the last gonna. Oh, that doesn't happen. Either way, they're found a revenge match. Yeah, because there's so little people participating. You lose, and Scribbles loses too. Alright. Hold on. Hello, game. Thank you. I'm on a stray missiles, please. Because the battle is ready. And, ready is the battle. Wow, this is laggy. Because on the left side, we have Team 1, aka Scribbles McGee. And on the right side, we have Team 2, aka Soul Admiral Scrublord. Yes, Neutral, you do have the largest everything. But let's see if that stands. As usual, one of these guys will be eliminated. And who shall it be? Battle begins in 5. There's so many planes on Team 2 that yeah, I can't I can't get all the ships into the screen. I literally have to like do this. It's gonna be pretty hard to see. But battle begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Battle has begun. Interestingly, this time the aircraft aren't colliding on Scribbles McGee this time. I don't know what the difference that was back then. It seems that the collision this time is happening on Team 2. As you can see, a few of the aircraft are damaged. This one is outright gone. Takeoff sequence confirmed, although there is some damage. However, there has been a collision on Scribble's side as well. We have one casualty on a casualty in the form of a retriever. During that, the rest of the aircraft seem to be fine for now, but I'm not sure how long they'll last. It's confirmed that all aircraft has safely taken off. Actually, no. The remaining aircraft has safely taken off. However, one of the retrievers is severely damaged. You know, on this side, I think I'm so far away I can't see the notifications. 1 million channel points win. What are you trying to do with it? You want me to think of more channel point awards? What about tempo? What's tempo? That's not a dog breed. Yeah, okay. AI deaths is saying about repairs. We have 2 casualties just by taking off. It took like a minute and a half just to get the planes in the air. I mean that's like excellent in real military standards, but still. The remaining air. This is gonna be a very, very volatile swarm from Team 2 that Team 1's gonna have to face against. I need to watch 10 more years or 1 million channel points. Or I don't know. Subscribe. We have air battle that's actually going on. Like, it seems that Super Silverish are targeting the temples. The temples are taking hits, but it is still flight worthy for now. I'm kind of worried of how the temple took even more hits. Seems that the retrievers are just lingering around Scribbles' fleet. And near above the allied fleet for some reason. Hold on. Oh dear, it seems that one of the temples has lost its engine and it's actually returning to get repaired. Okay, I didn't know it could do that. It could do that as intended. Oh, yay. You see that all three temples are returned to get repaired. Meanwhile, I don't know where the... Oh, actually. Oh, that's interesting. All the scribbles here are returning for some reason. They're gonna take off like right goddamn now if they're gonna. So far, both teams are even, nearly identical in the health. I don't know why they landed, but they're gonna take off right now because a swarm of insects are incoming. Look at it from this perspective. I know the graphics are bad, but give it a chance. I don't know what is going on, but I'm concerned. I'm pretty sure Scribble is if he's watching, but oh, this is real. Oh, there it is. Oh dear. Oh my. Mid-air collision. Flight deck collision. However, Silverfish, even despite the damage, I think will be sent to repair. Oh yeah, okay. We've confirmed that the aircraft are going to be taking off once again, judging by that stance. Meanwhile, it seems that the damage on the event, but however, one of the retrievers is severely damaged. It's 2 damage, in fact. It is not sustained by repairs because of the repair tentacles all focusing on this guy. This guy must be a favorite child. The aircraft are taking off once again. Terrible job. How do you even ace? I mean, if you got to be ace, you gotta be successful, right? But how do you become an ace when a successful kamikaze usually equals death? Do you eject? Do you become an ace? Oh, actually, no. Kamikaze ace has the privilege to have an ejection seat. Team 2 is in health advantage for now, but I'm not sure how long that will last. The Germans had a kamikaze unit to kill bombers. Really? I didn't know that. What's it called? We have so far we have 1 casualty on Team 1 and 2 casualties. Both are fighters on all casualties are so far fighters. See, kids, in order to live long enough, don't be a fighter pilot, just be a bomber pilot. Nah, screw it, just become a captain. I don't know. Sonderkommando Elite. Let me look it up. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, they're prisoners. So it's like a penal unit. Tempos, I don't know. The tempos are usually made to strafe enemy ships, which I think they're doing right now, but I only see 1, and his engine doesn't look so good. That's actually, I think he is strafing right now. Meanwhile, let's pause because that's actually faster. Okay, I only see 1. Tempo. I don't know what's going on. Nevertheless, yeah, okay. Enough scrolling. We see one of the planes have returned to get repaired. Now there's a catapult exploding. Imagine instead of a catapult to launch planes, use trebuchets. Superior siege engine. It's a rocket inside the plane that explodes. Oh yeah. And also, like, wasn't actually really painful for the pilots, especially when they land, because of the force it needs, the force it exerts. And also, it was prone to sabotage because, you know, prison labor, POW labor. In the case of fancy new U.S. Navy EMALs, they kind of capacitors, assuming these capacitors. Yeah, the 163, yeah. The Comet, right? 6 minutes, 20 seconds left in the battle. Team 2 has actually lost its health advantage, but to Team 1. We're also confirming more casualties on Team 2. It has lost 4 aircraft, even despite all of this air superiority. Doesn't seem to be doing much. Also, I've heard that Team 1, Scribbles McGee's aircraft actually made by individual Eigen function. So yeah, if Scribbles McGee wins, they'll be... Yeah, you know, Eigen will also win, essentially, technically. It doesn't have landing gears. That's typical for Kamikaze. It seems that most of the fire is heading towards the FE2 armor carrier, this carrier, which is at 95.6% health. I think. Actually, I don't know. I don't know which one's more damaged. Since they're identical carriers, I'm confused. I think this guy's more damaged. The one on the left. Oh, we've confirmed a disqualification on one of the one of Team 2's aircraft, as you can see by that nuclear explosion. I feel bad for the pilots. Yeah, it's a close battle as well. Team 1 has actually lost his health advantage once again. Meanwhile, I forgot the hallucination. Even despite all the damage from the aircraft, it is starting to engage the carriers. And what is with the lag? Team 1's gotta do quickly to gain that health superiority. And even so far, the health difference is pretty similar. So if this lingers until the timer runs 0, there is gonna be overtime until either 3 minutes pass, or there's a 5% health difference. Yep, the hallucination is going nuts on this guy, and yeah, the gunfire is taking a toll. Although, however, the problem is, oh yeah, the Citadel is starting to get penetrated as well. That's one thing to know, since it doesn't have any heavy armor. We've also confirmed that the steam engine is actually barely functional at this point because of all the damage. It won't be long until Team 2 loses a health advantage. That was a cool maneuver. The armor is so thin, though. Keep in mind, the hallucination actually fired armor-piercing AP frag. So, will it be even effective? Seems that actually, no. Oh god, I forgot. The carriers have those missiles, and they do quite considerable damage. In fact, it seems that the hallucination has refocused its target to this guy, the less damaged aircraft. Hallucination is starting to get even more and more battered as the aircrafter have begun focusing on the hallucination again, as if it noticed the pirate target because it has the biggest guns, is the biggest ship with the biggest guns. Johnny Horton's Bismarck reference. The Germans had the biggest ship and had the biggest gun, and Bismarck was the fastest ship that ever sailed the seas. You know that song. Before Sabaton, we had that song. Meanwhile, the schizophrenia has taken some damage. Some of the aircraft are attacking it. I don't know where. Oh, there are the planes, but yeah, I don't know what the planes are doing. This guy's just splashed down. Oh, Team 1 and Team 2 are both even now on health. They're actually identical. However, Team 2 has lost its health advantage now. This is a very, very close battle. 1 minute 27 seconds left in the battle. Oh, the lag has been relieved. Finally, we can actually see the battle. Keep in mind, it's only game time has only been 2 minutes. We've been looking at a slideshow for like 10 minutes at this point. Seems that both carriers on Team 2 are starting to take heavy damage now. As I think it's just FE1 or FE2. Nevertheless, the aircraft, the planes are doing whatever it can to stop the hallucination. It seems that it seems that hallucination is about to get sandwiched. Whoopee! Such a tiny ship and doing so much work. I forget how many small missiles the enemy team has. More missiles incoming for that carrier. Well, a lot of aircraft are landing to get repaired. Glorious PowerPoint. I see you are set to ignore them. Really? Time may be up. However, it was time for a 3-minute it's time for 3-minute overtime because of the health difference. It's currently 1.1 health difference. 3-minute overtime has been added. And the health difference so far less than 2%. We're having more casualties on Team 2. It seems that the focus on aircraft have been diverted again. However, oh, actually, the planes are coming back towards the hallucination. Hallucination might not last long. If the hallucination goes down, Team 1 might actually. I mean, sure. It is good to focus on the hallucination, which is a heavy hitter of Scribbles McGee's fleet. However, if Scrub Lord's planes manage to succeed in sinking it, it might actually turn the tide of the battle. So far, the health difference is now 2%. Both of Scrub Lord's carriers are now below 90% health. Oh yeah. I don't know where the schizophrenia is going. I have not seen the pneumonia do any sort of work contribution. It just feels like he's just there. He's like moral support. I mean, he is firing. Oh, we have another disqualification due to altitude. It must have been another silverfish. Yeesh, a silverfish may not be it's not as maneuverable as I thought. However, as the pneumonia approaches, it might be able to launch its torpedoes now. I mean, the tubes are empty, and there are the torpedoes. Actually, no. What the hell is this torpedo doing? Oh, I think it's trying to engage the plane, and it's up in the air. I don't know why. The MVP of this match is the hallucination. Hallucination has lost turret 3. 32 seconds left in the battle. God, imagine if they optimized the game was more optimized. Imagine bigger scale battles with more frames. That's what I want. I don't know what's stopping the devs from optimizing. 13 seconds. Battle ends in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And time is up. I guess time is up, and the end has the time with actually a 5% health difference. Team 2, aka Soul Admiral Sculptor, unfortunately, despite having the biggest ships and the most amount of aircraft, has been eliminated from the tournament. Scribbles McGee absolutely delivering the victory, delivering the W in the losers match. He has advanced. He will be advancing towards the losers bracket round 3, fighting where he will fight against whoever loses the semifinals. Battle is already over. Oh, we did. Okay, I should have noticed. Sorry, guys. Nevertheless, that doesn't matter. Scribbles McGee will be advancing, and Soul Admiral Scrubler has been eliminated for a tournament. Nevertheless, it was a very valiant effort for Scrub Lord. Give her some pat on the back, Scrub Lord. You're impressing us all. Now let's show that is happening. Alright, now it's time for Battle 8. It's time for the semifinals. Peregrine versus Dapper Turtle. Peregrine versus Jay Cavalier. I just resurrected that Dapper Turtle, I would say. Now please stand by as I prepare for the next battle. Peregrine. Most rare guns. Yep, Jay Cavalier, Bane of the Wright brothers. Maybe the Sikorsky's chosen. Please go away, easy on me. Please make it go away. Get a heel span who was chosen of Igor Sikorsky, right? That was his name. Yeah, Igor Sikorsky. Honestly, I just want to maximize A firepower. I heard that somewhere. Alright. The battle is ready. And ready is the battle. Because on the left side. And also, don't mind the stray explosions. And we just tested on dynamite, that's it. We have Team 1, aka Jay Cavalier. And on the right side, we have Team 2, aka Peregrine. Battle begins. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Battle has begun. It seems no, the battle has begun, and just me, or is Solaris kind of wobbly? I just noticed this might be the least laggiest battle in the tournament. Look at the frames, the graphics. Thanks, I guess. Above 10 FPS? It's, oh god. It's actually 13 FPS. Color me surprised. Peregrine has launched his aircraft. The Solaris has launched his aircraft. J. Cavalier's fleet is still... The Platinum is still trying to linger on the planes. Okay, the Platinum's helicopters have finally taken off. The AA fire Tracer. Oh, the Tracer AA fire is dazzling. Wow. And the D has freaking crashed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did. Yeah, I see some fragments. Do you think it's okay for me to raise the graphics now? Things that the missiles are just ignoring the planes are heading straight for the Solaris. It's like don't hit the sentence, hit the cause. That's what's happening. Truly the bane of the Wright brothers. The Solaris fighters have launched their missiles and is heading straight for the Platinum, which is obviously, since this is the largest ship in the fleet. Confirmed hits. Confirmed hits, but it is still nevertheless still minimal damage. However, that might change as more missiles hit. More flight deck has taken some hits. Okay, you know what? Hold on. There we go. Sorry, it was too bright. There we go. So much better. Okay, hold on. No, it doesn't matter. Oh, my camo. Seems that okay, the damaged aircraft are returning to the Solaris to Solaris to get repaired. Oh, what do I see here? Another gun battle between the Aurora and the Platinum. A glorious battle indeed. Oh dear. Oh god. The waterline camo for the Aurora is gone. What's going on? Draw on PVD shadows here. Oh really? Damn. Leap, we have a cruiser battle between the Platinum and the Aurora going on right now. Seems that the Platinum is steering to engage the Aurora, but keep in mind Aurora has torpedoes. I wonder if I don't remember if the Platinum has torpedoes as well. Yeah, CLAA. Platinum has 96% health. Team 1 is at 96.5% health. Team 2 is 98.1. Peregrine has the health advantage so far. The helicopter has landed to get repaired. Surprising since Cavalier doesn't like planes. I thought pilots are expendable to him. No offense. More. Run. More aircraft are returned to repair, but in fact, the majority. It seems that the AA of Cavalier is actually pretty effective. The aircraft, most of the majority of aircraft have returned to get repaired. So yeah, it is actually being detrimental for Team 2 since like due to the heavy AA, they can't attack with their aircraft. They had to rely on their guns, which only the Aurora has. So your definition of helicopters in the tournament is just extra missiles. That's it. Is that what you're trying to say? Did I fight Paraguayan yet? Let me check the bracket. No, you haven't. Not yet. Well, you want to fight him? Ah, sure. Exhibition match. Also, if you want to fight the ships from other tournaments, tell me. Okay? I'm pretty sure you guys don't remember what ships there were, but still. Oh, it seems that turret 3 is crippled. Yeah, the gun barrel has shriveled like when we're in cold weather. Even gut turret 4 has crippled as well. Oh, there must be a massive explosion somewhere. So far, there are no casualties. However, the Seagull C is 2 damaged. That might be our first casualty, which is a helicopter. If I remember fleet composition for all the battle fleets. Hey. Oh, Cavalier, you want a Civil War exhibition match? Team Red Civil War is like your designs only. Oh no, my 2 medium, 8 small this one. Oh no! Anyway, oh no. Oh god, the Seagull is even taking even more damage. If Paragon wins the tournament, it'll be technically Yoshi's 3rd victory. Yeah, it seems that Aurora is trying to take... I don't know what he's trying to do. Maybe trying to keep distance. We have our first casualty in the form of the Seagull. Seagull. It seems that the heel has not actually returned to repair. I guess it was repaired during its reversal. Meanwhile, the Solaris is Solaris at 98.1% health. It has been taken. Oh, I should have focused here as well. Hey Perry, you can tell your planes are wrong. How about no? Oh, the graded mode is back off. Today's a very good day. Has the sun risen in the west today? Yeah, it seems that the Magnums have begun engaging the carrier. The carrier is in big trouble right now. In fact, the Solaris is actually listing. This is new. I wonder why, but sure. It's exposing more of its broadside. Don't in World Warships, that will get you screwed. You have Anger the Fletcher Swarm and Cardinals. Yeah, didn't the Americans make like 100, like almost 200 Fletcher class destroyers? It lists quite heavily when it turns. Oh, okay, it's just a turning issue. Got it. But I gotta feel it's gonna list quite a lot often because the destroyers are hammering the tor. Ooh, nice mimic name. What's ITN? Italian Navy? Oh yeah, Paragon, you're Italian, aren't you? Fucking planes aren't attacking the small boat. Anger. Well, to be fair, most of them are landed. You know. Oh yeah, okay, they are trying to attack, but the missiles are detonating for some reason. They've got a Sea Whiz? I don't know. Oh, you're German? I'm sorry, okay? Look, I can't remember nationalities, okay? Except for the obvious ones. I don't know what the Seagulls are trying to do. Are they trying to perform a stunt maneuver? Have they been playing Ace Combat Assault Horizon? Let's have an Imperial Trionon. The Union designs are the reference to USS Fletcher, while Magnum is USS Samuel B. Roberts. I don't know the Roberts. Battlestar Mark II Electric Boogaloo. I'm pretty sure that some Battlestar Samar had no carriers. Yeah, Team 2 is in the lead on health. The timer states that there's 4 minutes 48 seconds left in the battle. Kind of hard to focus on everybody so far apart. Oh, 4 escort carriers. I see. Your friggin' D's go away, please. I mean, you you rejected his offer to run into a flat cloud, so it's to be expected. Expected answer. Platinum is 91.2. Oh, we have a disqualification. One of the Solaris fighters just flew too high on the sun and self-destructed. Disqualified. Yeah, that was our first casualty on Team 2. The sun is a deadly lich. In this case, I wholeheartedly agree. Not anymore, there's a blanket. I'm struggling so much. It's a very close battle. If this goes on for the entirety of the match, we might have to go in overtime. There has been a mid-air collision. There has been a collision between the ship and the plane. However, the fighter is returned to get repaired. Let's take a look at how much damage the Platinum faced. So far, all of his main guns are fine, but oh dear, but the hull, is so shoddy. And you isn't. No, I cannot isn't. What the hell's going on in chat? Two minutes 48 seconds left in the battle. Oh my god. 19 frames per second. This is a freaking miracle. All the aircraft, yeah, they are not doing a good job in engaging. Where the hell is the Aurora? Oh yeah, I see. The Platinum is just trying to chase down the Aurora. It's just, yeah, not doing a good job. It seems that Cavalier has lost his second Seagull. Might lose third soon. I imagine the commanders of the fleet is just having a casual conversation on the radio. It's like fucking explosions going all over the place, and like flesh, like blood and flesh and metal just flying through their face. Like, hey, what happened? No, it's just my command duty officer just got blown to a million pieces. Oh yeah, yep, that's his intestine. Sorry. Yeah. Well, anyway, what's up? Like that. Does kindly de-exist. So, Peregrine, the Aurora. I'm guessing it's not meant to be that maneuverable in the first place. Oh yeah, I just realized the Aurora only has three functional main guns left. Oh, and also, yeah, that. Then put all the turn. Cost issue, I guess. I wonder why some of the smoke is black. I really don't know why that's the case. Actually, no, but it didn't hold necessary. Okay. Missiles are incoming, but have launched, but I think it's starting to head for the carrier. Solaris at 91%, but both carriers are heavily damaged. The Platinum has taken even more damage, though. Battle is supposed to end at 18 seconds, but hold on, let's check the health. 2 minus 8. 3 is nearly 2%. If Team 1 health goes out even more, J. Cavalier will lose this battle. Battle ends in 2, 1. However, yeah, time is up. With a 2.3% health difference, Jay Cavalier unfortunately losing all of his helicopters at the same time. The Platinum class heavy aviation cruiser, the flagship, in a very, very sorry state. Yeah, this means that Peregrine, against all odds, beats the champion of Battlefield Battle Phase 1 and moves to the Grand Finals. Alloys. I mean, look, it is a sorry state nevertheless. Unfortunately, Jay Cavalier will be falling down to losers bracket round 3. Well, he'll be fighting against Scribbles McGee. Actually, this could be a revenge match actually for Cavalier because I remember him losing to Scribbles McGee quite a amount of times. I think. Please stand by. So prepare for the next battle. Yeah, micro battles. But wait, did Yoshi parts? Let me check channel. Oh yeah, I forgot to give you the bracket. Hold on, guys. The spirit complex has been fueled. Ammonia. Mission. Bring out. Let's load these ships. It'll take some time. What is Palladium? Yeah, isn't the Palladium a battleship? Right now, actually. Oh, I'm taking a look at the bracket for Operation Micro Battles. I actually progressed pretty much for a lot. Yeah, Yoshi won Micro Battles. Yeah, actually, yeah. If Peregrine wins here, is Yoshi's 4th victory. that's how high the stakes are. Mm-hmm. Wait, don't I have a crab conflict version of it? Does that not count? Alright, the battle is ready. And ready is the battle, I think? Okay, hold on. This thing is wrong. Blumbum. I mean, it depends. If Scribbles, either way, this is gonna be a either way, this is gonna be a revenge match for both sides. The battle is ready, and ready is the battle because on the left side we have Team 1, aka Jay Cavalier, and on the right side we have Scribbles McGee, 2 former rivals, I think, and it's gonna be a revenge match. Whoever loses here will be eliminated from the tournament entirely. Whoever wins will be fighting Paraguay in the grand finals. Battle begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on. God damn it, I clicked the wrong button. Begin. Battle has begun. Aircraft from oh, there has been a collision on Scrolls McGee's aircraft, but nevertheless, they are still taking off. There's even more damage on the plane so far. Oh dear, it's not looking good for Scribble's aircraft carrier. One of the planes have been wedged as well. However, that causes less lag. I really want to restart the battle because it's an honorable duel and is actually starting to lag the game a bit too much. Oh god, this is actually really bad. Actually, no, he got relieved. Never mind, we're fine. I think. Oh, help me. Oh, help me. Oh, help me. Meanwhile, Team 1. Oh, one of the retrievers had a rack of disqualification points. We have a first and second casualties of the battle, both being on Team 2. Really? Alright then. 13 minutes left in the battle. For the exhibition match, I plan to only use the Battlefleet battleships. So yeah. I should get better after traits start flying. Really? Gunfire confirmed. I don't see any trace of Gazelle degraded mode. What actually managed to take off from Scribbles McGee's fleet is trying to engage it, but it's not doing much. One of the Seagulls are taking 87.3% health damage. Team 1 is at an absolute advantage right now because, you know, there's a mishap in the flight Scribbles and the Schizophrenia's flight deck. Oh, the missiles need to run out of fuel. Oh, never mind. Or maybe it's just interceptors. Either way. Was that an interceptor missile? Or was that a hit? A lot of missiles heading towards Scribbles' fleet. I don't know what the Tempo's doing, but he's definitely not joining the battle. So anyways, aircraft general, how are you doing? Yeah, in behalf of me, Jacoby asked what you guys doing right now. I'm curious, and we are curious this time. Yes, play the Soviet anthem while I had it. We have 3 casualties on Team 2 so far. The helicopters are doing actually pretty well against the aircraft. So far, I've also noticed nobody surrendered in this tournament. Have you noticed? Fusing into an airship. With our powers combined, we shall be Captain Planet. Sorry. I know Captain Planet is not like that, but I just wanted to say that. Seems that the pneumonia, like, other than the aircraft mishap, the naval ships of Skrulls McGee hasn't taken much damage. It seems that we have ourselves a major combat between the hallucination and we have a second tempo gone. That's our fifth casualty of the battle. Allah, I'm the only person here whose aircraft behaved like it was IRL. Really? I don't know what he's trying to target. Oh yeah, he is actually trying to target the Platinum. We might have us have a cruiser flight. However, this time the Platinum has escorts with him. I don't know where those torpedoes are going, but it's, what I do know is heading straight for the Platinum. Hit. I hear the engine. I gotta use pitch for rule for. Oh yeah. But use thruster, so that doesn't count. You still count. I haven't figured out how to do that in front of death. Really? Oh, yep. This is a cruiser battle indeed. The Platinum and the Hallucination have engaged each other. However, the Hallucination has lost one of his main guns on turret 1. Platinum's at 97.7% damage, while Schizophrenia is 99.1. All both teams need to do in this case is to snipe their enemy's flagship. That's how they win in this battle. It might be more vital for Scribbles to do that since most of his planes are gone, have been damaged. Consumed thy lead. Thy lead consumed. Oh, the radar. What are the Scribbles ships? There it is. Oh, in fact, like the rest of Scribbles fleet has also participated in battle. Seems that these torpedoes. Seems that the pneumonia is trying to aim at the destroyers, which doesn't seem to be doing that much damage. Although it is 96% health, so it is actually doing something considerable, nevertheless. You haven't noticed the radar towers the entire time? Yeah, I didn't. I'm sorry. I forgot they exist. Do you think we could do another micro battles? The Battlefleet battle micro battles? Do you think we could do that? Remember Battlefield Battle Micro Battles, like small but mass numbers? Do you think we could do that tournament, like a phase 2 tournament for that, but with sponsors? For those who don't know, the tournament after Operation Midway will have a new mechanic called sponsors. Other than the standard rules for ships, sponsors will allow your fleet to have different advantages and disadvantages. For example, let's say the maximum packing for crams is 10k. One of the sponsors lets you increase your cram packing to 25k. However, by doing that, you'll have less missile points. For example, micro battles. We can have a faction like micro battles. Since the maximum, the biggest ship we have is a light cruiser. One of the sponsors could let you build a battleship. However, it will decrease your fleet size from 12 to 3. Oh, Peregrine, no, trust me, it doesn't take long. Don't worry. If you know how to make a custom campaign, adding sponsors will be no problem whatsoever. Actually, no, except for one faction. Then yeah. What do you guys think? What should we think of the era for this thing? Meanwhile, sorry, I should focus on the tournament. Seems that one of the Seagulls is considered 2 damage. It'll be the first casualty of Jay Cavalier. And however, it won't matter since Team 1 is 95% health, but Team 2 is 84.9% health. If this goes on, then it's gonna be round 2 match between Jay Cavalier and Peregrine. Oh, it's funny. The only ships that fleets with missile previous battle fleets were submarines. Yeah, torpedoes. Wait, well, didn't your escort ships have torpedoes as well? So who's the villain in the story? Since Peregrine is technically an underdog, he's the protagonist. But, you know, this is reality, so we can't have those Deus Ex Machina events where suddenly some mysterious stranger appears and helps Peregrine. We can't have that, do we? Invest in ASW coin and his coin today. Ah, yes, another scam. Okay, that's all the tempos down for Team 2. With that next casualty, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 aircraft left for Team 2. J Cup of Tea after what's up? You want to play a Squid Game for that? Hey, instead of a fleet battle, we can have a Squid Game. Only vanadium in micro battles. Oh, really? Okay, so the next tournament, which is Battlefleet Battle Caribou and Carnage, will expected to have 6 sponsors. How many sponsors should the Micro Battles Phase 2 have? Crap King. Each sponsor, as I said, gives your fleet different advantages and disadvantages. As I said, a faction might give more cram, let you build more powerful crams. Oh dear! Speaking of which, the schizophrenia started to take. Actually, no, that's the hallucination. Oh, the hallucination and pneumonia are about to collide. 4x6 is fine. Yeah. Anyway. Oh god damn it. EDA, yeah, fucking my social distancing. Exactly. So, like, instead of 6 factions, oh, we can do 4 factions. Yeah, we can do 4 factions. No, we have so many I have so many tournament ideas. I have 3. One of the first one is Caribbean Carnage, which is confirmed to be happening soon. The second one is a Battlefield Battle Phase 1, which is like 1850 to 1914, but with sponsors. The third one is the Micro Battle Phase 2 that I was talking about. Alright, Peregrine is going full tsundere. Back and forth lags. Oh god, the hallucination has lost almost all of its main guns except for one. It's essentially kind of hard to fight in that case. Meanwhile, timer states that there is only 1 minute 54 seconds left in the battle. He's not looking for Team 2. 78.6% health. Team's at 92.6%. Cavalier is taking the fight in his bag. These are usually distinguished design elements for selling tournament champions. There's design elements of feature sponsored run out. Power anti-tank shells and anime in my side. No seat for God. Sad face. Jehovah's Witness hates that comment. The design elements isn't aesthetic; it's more functional because, like, I don't want to limit design creativity. I have a part of realism and also anime on his side. Sure. Either way, anime is funding both sides of the war. Is that what's happening? Oh, that's beautiful. The destroyer, the frigate, just like strafing the cruiser. Oh, that's a lot of missiles. Battle ends in 43 seconds. Throws Mickey's gonna have to pull something out of the bag right now, or else he won't be making it to the finals. 33 seconds left in the battle. Battle ends in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And time is up. With Team Jay Cutler having 91% health, while the ladder former had 91% health, the ladder has 70% health remaining. Jay Cavalier will be advancing to the grand finals for one more fight. Team 2 unfortunately screws Mickey as valiant as it may have been, unfortunately due to a massive mishap during the takeoff sequence, has been eliminated from the tournament. However, it was a very valiant effort. We had some very interesting engagements in this battle, especially the battle between those two cruisers. Yeah, Platinum. Yeah, it did do some heavy damage. Not exactly heavy, not critical damage, but considerable damage to the Platinum. Nevertheless, Jay Cavalier, as I said, will be advancing to the grand finals. Congratulations, Jay Cavalier. How does it feel? Jay Cavalier might be earning his second crown today. And this is it, people. The moment we've been waiting for. The grand finals. Participant number 3, Paraguay, versus participant number 5, Jay Cavalier. It all comes down to this. A revenge of Jay Cavalier against Paraguay. How shall things fare? It's time. But before I prepare, I must go to the toilet for a little break. Please stand by. After I go to the toilet, I will prepare the battle. Alright guys, I'm back. What did I miss? So anyways, could you guys fly behind the tracers, please? What's this song? Look. Oh, this thing. We already have a song for the finals, which is obvious what it is. If you watch my my tournaments for a longer time. Should I do a at everybody alert for the grand finals, or is that too much? You think it's okay? Huh. I think it's just fine. I just did a here command because I think everybody's like, nope, not everybody's gonna be interested in the tournament. You should have saw the notification. Alright. The battle. Ready. And ready is the battle. It's the moment we've been waiting for, everyone. Grand finals. On the left side, we have Team 1. Jay Cavalier. On the right side. Where are you? There you go. We got Team 2. Paraguay. Only one shall be the victor. And who shall it be? We're still looking. Battle begins. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. I realized the little Davy Crockett on it. So what was in the mind of the guy who made the Davy Crockett? Battle begins. The fleet's move into position. They know that the crew and the captain, the crews and the captain know that this will bring a crap ton of money for the country. They're very, very. They're clenching their ass cheeks so tight. Not even Ant-Man can go in. You should know that reference. Paragon's aircraft are launched. However, there is a collision between the one being built and the one being launched. However, it still survives somehow. Never mind. The cockpit's busted. Tracers fly in. Wow, it's 23 FPS. Wow, this is not laggy as I thought. Tracers being fired. Tracers are being fired. This is such a beautiful sight. If my craft has fluff, then probably could technically just kind of really. Why? Come on here. What do you mean? What's going on? Like, military version 737 Max control computer issues. The M47 can be converted for military use. I don't see how 737 kit cannot be converted into maybe into an AWACS. Butte one? What do you mean? Missiles are hitting. It's already degraded mode, isn't it? Oh, it seems that one of the aircraft that were supposed to be launched that was being built was cut down, unfortunately. Seems that the platinum is taking majority hits. However, nevertheless, both sides have minimal damage. Both teams are pretty equal, 0.5% health difference. Oh, okay, yeah. The protagonist. How long until we get a female protagonist? You know, I don't know. Never mind. Don't focus on the mute one, he's dumb. Essentially, the protagonists in all Ace Combat games are crackheads because of us. Team 2, Peregrine has a slight health disadvantage, 0.3%. The helicopters are moving away from them. I think they're trying to protect the carrier. Hey, Cavalier, I have a question. Lore-wise, lore talk. Can actual winged aircraft take off from this thing? Something exploded? Oh yeah, one of the streaks of light seems to have collided. Hold on, let's see where it is. Yeah, it's over there. I don't know, there must have been a collision. That's our first casualty of the battle, a streaks of light fighter. There's only one air superiority fighter remaining, or team 2. Aircraft are returning. This guy's maneuvering. This guy's returning to get repaired. I don't know, which one we want to fly? A plane at negative 30 degrees and blizzard. Is that Ace Combat reference? Oh wait, you're talking about your lore climate? I mean, if it's pressurized, it shouldn't be a problem. If it's not pressurized, like most of the World War II bombers, then of course not. Most of the aircraft of Peregrine are returned to get repaired. Meanwhile, the remaining aircraft are still focusing their attack on the Platinum. Team 2 is at 88.2% health now compared to Team 1. Oh dear! The Micah! I don't know what the hell happened, but the cruiser of Team 2, it's... Oh dear. This is a massive, devastating hit. Yeah, I think I ammo racked. I could see it. I wish you could play a replay, but if the game doesn't have that mechanic. Yeah, oh my indeed. Peregrine is absolutely livid. And just like that, Peregrine lost the majority of his firepower. If the Aurora goes down, the Slayers will take all the hits. Which is already happening right now because of the 2 destroyer escorts. Oh, the pilot Kriegsmarine. Oh, actually, Cavalier has faced his first casualty in the form of the Seagull. Meanwhile, the Aurora class is still taking merciless damage from, presently, the carrier. Yeah, Cavalier, by embracing the Kriegsmarine, you've essentially angered the entirety of Peregrine's navy. He'll be gone too. His entire fleet will be chasing the Platinum now. Good luck. Good luck. We've confirmed the Aurora class has been confirmed destroyed. Captain has ordered an abandoned ship. It's at 35% health. I don't know what happened this time. Yeah, an entire stern is chopped off. I don't know what the hell happened. Oh fuck. Well, it's a get the Sirius out. What's the Sirius? Is that a battleship? May I see it? There are how many of them? All of them. Holy crap! What a devast. This has been the most brutal destruction I've ever seen in the tournament so far. May I see it? On Discord? I mean, not here. On Discord because there are exhibition matches to do. And just like that, yeah, Team 2 has... Peregrine's fleet is in a very sorry state now. However, the Solaris is still holding on. Its aircraft are doing whatever it can. But since it can return and repair easily, it shouldn't be a problem for them to... all 6. What about the carriers? I mean, you still got a Solaris. What, is the Aurora the pride of her navy? Then why do that? Then why send it? Threat level increased a bit too much for them? I demand. Yeah, yeah, your investors might think otherwise. My win is gone because of that. Oh, I see. So you've kind of, so these guys kind of like brought shame to your nation, essentially. Came to a 67.4% health now. The loss of the Aurora, that has actually got to be the one of the biggest. Actually, no. Actually, Dapper Turtle's this loss of his carry was the biggest. Nevertheless, very destructive battle. Sorry for detonating your second turret. You also detonated the fourth turret as well. I think you detonated the front ad battery. Yeah. Next time, Peregrine, try not to make it sure they try to make it so that make it have a chain react. I've also noticed Cavalier and Scrublord's ships are the only ships that don't look World War II. Are you sure that wasn't? Are you sure? Because turret 1 was also destroyed at the same time. So that looked like a chain reaction, you know. Meanwhile, the time states that there is 5 minutes left in the battle. 5 minutes 15 seconds left in the battle. Sorry. So it seems that most of the combat is happening over here. Actually, the combat is actually evenly spread. The Solaris is trying to run away. But Yoshi said that they sometimes do that. Yoshi made the ship, the gun. Oh dear. Yeah, this one touched water. And it kind of dragged us level on the ship. There seems to be no damage on damage from that. 94% health. Solaris has taken more damage than 95% health now. I mean, all that missile fire is gonna take a toll. Take a toll. Shawls. 4 minutes 27 seconds left in the battle. Shells, okay. And yeah, the majority of aircraft are returned to get repaired again. Half of your air force is completely as a kamikaze aces. Well, at least they get a privilege of having ejector seats. Compared to a normal kamikaze. But how does one kamikaze pilot become an ace? Oh dear, the flak. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh, the traces are back and it's beautiful. He survives. How do you survive a massive explosion? Wow, wow, Cavalier, your guns have stormtrooper aim. No offense. You're not supposed to do that. Three minutes 16 seconds left in the battle. We could have seen yet another cruiser battle, but unfortunately, well, I guess I'll still go very far in front. You're second place, Peregrine, even if you lose here. By the way, yeah, wasn't the first fight between you and Cavalier a very close one? Keep in mind, my tourney never gives monetary rewards. The only reward, as you know, is a rule. That's it. That doesn't do anything. What do you mean, Cavalier? Didn't you win in wait, you mean crap conflict, right? If I'm a loser, that's absolutely out of the question. Bragging rights among others. Yeah, it's just a flex award. I don't want to do monetary awards because if the reward is actually monetary, it like just simple mistakes will actually anger a lot of people. I don't want that, you know. Arthur's Absolute Armageddon. What is that tournament about? 1 minute 53 seconds left in the battle. 120k mass, do whatever the hell you want. So, make a destroyer, got it. What did you make? 1 minute 20 seconds left in the battle. Anyway, I ended at 40k under budget, still gone to the finals. What the hell did you make? That was very freaking efficient. Use a single vanadium. Wow. Wow, that explains why your ship is so efficient. Why did Aurora have to be freaking... So, Aurora in your lore also got hooded, actually, not in the tournament. It's like, hey, hey, you know the Aurora that second at the bottom? Let's raise her hull and get it fixed. You get her fixed, we'll bring her to tournaments. The same thing happens again. If EMP and heat missile, the heat shatman. Oh yeah, EMP will be absolute curb stomp, even in tournaments. Like, due to how powerful EMP is now in the beta, especially in the beta, which is going to be stable in by next month. We all know what rules are going to be. Let's see how she got hooded, but that she was sunk. Okay. Big missiles incoming towards that destroyer. Good hits, but might not be enough because there is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And time is up. This is it. The battle is over. As violent enemy have been Team 2, aka Peregrine, with the loss of the Aurora class cruiser. Aurora class cruiser has been eliminated from the tournament with taking the silver medal, which means Jay Cavalier, the former champion of Battlefleet Battle Phase 1, the very first Battlefleet battle, and my second ever tournament, has finally redeemed himself and sat on the throne of victors in Battlefleet Battle as first place of Operation Midway. With only one helicopter lost in the battle, Jay Cavalier has showed a stellar performance. Even despite losing once against Peregrine, has acquired his revenge in the grand finals. Congratulations, Cavalier. How does it feel to actually win? How does it, no, actually, sorry, that sounds derogatory. How does it feel to win once again? However, as you know, there is still time. It's only been 2 hours. Only been 5 battles, actually 6 battles, but 6 battles, and you guys are hungry for more. Which means after a little short screenshot, to be fair, you haven't been able to shoot that much Peregrine's planes a lot because they actually return to get repaired. It's time for the exhibition match. You're all still hungering for that sweet, sweet blood and war crimes. And what better way? Who am I to refuse the provision of bloodshed? Honestly, the biggest problem I was integral above the ship. I mean, that's what planes do. Come on. Hold on. I'm trying to take a screenshot right now, okay? Hello, Abnar. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Welcome, Hardo. You just entered the and came to my stream after the tournament ended. But we're gonna do exhibition matches right now, so it shouldn't be a problem. Screenshot. All right. I'll say it again about what the what the rules of the exhibition matches are. The fleet positioning will be the same as Operation Midway. However, the exhibition matches will be requests will be as follows. I will only accept exhibition matches from these folders. Essentially, all of Battlefleet Battle. Go nuts. Barry versus one of them on Discord is Paraguay versus Soul Armor Scrub Lords. So should I do that? Okay, let's do our first one as that. Should I change the song? All right. Start. Oh, this is taking a long time. Let a lag fest commence. Oh god, the lag. It completely screwed up my aiming. Hello. We got another one. Do my dude Yoshi from Yoshi. Do his Battlefield Battle Phase 2 design of carrier rules that kind of broke the tournament against Cavalier's fleet. Oh dear. If I remember correctly, Yoshi's Phase 2 aircraft have heavy armor and huge missiles. It's gonna be hell. Really gonna pause this? Okay. Because on the left side, we have Paraguay and Exhibition 1, and on the right side, Solar Admiral Scrub Lord. Oh god, it's so laggy, I can't get my camera into position. That's how bad it is. Why did I bring this up myself? Why did you already tell me this? You mistook me for Perry. Oh, right. Piss. Battle begins in 5. Should we what should we set the timer as? What should we set the timer as? 50. Should I just keep doing it 50 minutes? Actually, no. Why not? Battle begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. All the aircraft are in position and are just waiting to take off. And as usual, Solar Admiral Scrub Lord takes off first. The aircraft takes off first. 690 seconds. Nice! Nice! Am I looking at a flawless launch? Yes, in fact, that was a flawless launch. I got a feeling I might jinx it. Yep, nope, I spoke too soon. One of them bonked him on another plane. Oh god. Okay, you know what? Okay. Now I should do this. I should have gotten rid of the. Actually, no. I got an enable PBR shader, or was everything way too bright? There it goes, a little bit better now. Actually, no. After a minute, we already passed 12 seconds. It's like that scene for Interstellar. That's why some consider it an in-game timer. Well, with massive, well, in my case, since I like fleet battles, I can't do that, can I? It's not Peregrine's fight aircraft also taken up, but I don't know where they're going. They're starting to rack up all of them racked up disqualification except for one, actually two. Okay, they're descending to. Actually, no, they're landing. In fact. And the bug ACBs. Yeah, I think that usually happens when an enemy's too high, like far away in the form of altitude and combine altitude and distance, like horizontal distance. I think. God, imagine if that no lag, just how beautiful the fights would have been. Ugh. Consume aircraft, but food isn't ready yet. What are you planning to eat? Oh wow! Look at the aircraft just lining up as one. That's beautiful as hell. I heard of a cartoon character that's aluminum ore. What are you bauxite for? What was that again? I don't know. Okay, judging by the health, it seems that most of the firepower is aimed at the Solaris. Yeah, the flight deck has a hole in it. Deck's full of holes. Aurora's being completely ignored at this point. So far, there are no casualties just yet. Teams, Zoro Admiral Scrubler has the health advantage. Timer states that there is 8 minutes 13 seconds left in the battle. You don't need to fight again anymore. While your planes engage in glorious melee combat with the enemy battleship. Well, I don't exactly necessarily need to commentate on exhibition matches, do I? But the battle is so happening so far away. So yeah. Launch the big boys. What are the big boys? What did you get? If anything, my carriers are much healthier this time around. Well, I guess you're right on that part. Compared to the Solaris, then very. Because Solaris is getting bombarded by medium missiles. You can't see it from a long distance, but still. What is it in German then? In your mother tongue? Why target priority cars is so scum fighters going after surface targets. I thought those attack aircraft. Yeah, I'm surprised. The fighters are actually trying to engage the enemy fighters. Fighters are actually doing dogfights. This is actually new. Hackfleisch, Hack means chop, I think. Fleisch, Hackfleisch, Nudeln. Fleischnudeln. Hackfleisch is ground meat. Oh, it's literally pasta with ground meat. Got it. Probably mine is doing nothing. Yeah, let's check the time. Damn, that looks actually pretty delicious. Timer states out there is 4 minutes 16 seconds left in the battle. Basically, noodles with is Hackfleisch just ground meat. Some mushrooms and onions together, all thrown together. Hash. I hope it's not NSFW. Oh, hash. Oh, it's hash. Literally hash. I was just gonna chop meat, potatoes, and fried onions. Potatoes, that's new. 1 hour here, 7 years on Earth. Isn't it 10 minutes? Took good. Seeing I lose again. Big sad. Yep. Team 2 has our. We finally have our first casualty. Super Silverfish. Nevertheless, yet another carrier. Actually, no. Team 2 is pretty even. Do you think we can do overtime on this thing? There's only a 0.4 health difference. 0.5 health difference. Lucky me. This isn't a real tourney. Yeah. Yeah, this guy's in a very sorry state. Should we follow by the letter, or since this is meant to be lenient? Yeah, alright then. Sure. Yeah, 25 seconds, yeah. Oh god, there's so many aircraft here. It's literally... Solar's 88.9% health. I'm not sure how he's gonna get back up from this. The Aurora is almost untouched. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. I guess he's trying to target the carriers, but still. 1 minute 36 seconds left in the battle. And 2 super carriers is a small 1940 carrier. That'll be a big problem. Cookie diesel pump stuff notwithstanding. Construction issues, that's what. Ever wonder why Scrublo's carriage is full of wedges? The entire hull is made of wedges. So weird. Oh yeah, the wedges are probably a bad thing for me too. Really? Also, yes. Yes, Vertex contact. And time is up. Yeah. If it was a normal tournament, I would have given it an overtime. But since it's an exhibition match, we got another battle to do. Yes. Exhibition match versus Peregrine between Peregrine and Solar Admiral Scrublord. Peregrine absolutely swarmed by enemy aircraft. Solaris has seen absolute better days indeed, which means surprisingly, with the largest ship in the tournament, and oh, this guy's listing pretty badly. Large ship in the fleet, ships in the tournament, and most amount of aircraft. The Peregrine wins the name parry by 0.2%. Oh crap! I just realized. Yeah, Peregrine actually won by 0.2%. It is destiny after all. I thought even despite... Okay, let me change the words. Even despite the fact that Solaris is in a sorry state, and even despite the fact that Scrublord had the largest ships in the tournament and the most amount of aircraft, it managed to persevere. Peregrine absolutely absolutely snatching the non-existent win from a jaws of non-existent defeat. He doesn't advance nowhere, and that's the end of this match. And all the literally zeppelins. All right, now I'm gonna prepare the next tournament. I mean the next match. Next was Yoshi versus. Wait, I don't remember what Yoshi's fleet was. Does anybody remember? Does anybody remember? City of Raw. Ugh, crowd is a problem. One of each? Some of these are aircraft, though. I think it was thermal. And Warthogs are planes. Thermals are planes. Will Prickle and the Moonstar. Oh yeah, Cavalier. Didn't you also want extra ships to balance it out? Oh, let's check to invest money. Let me check the phase 2 rules. So, yeah, Cavalier, what did you want extra? Oh, yeah, right, yeah. Oh, wait, what? Hold on, let me ask Yoshi. I'm pretty sure he's online. Two frigates and actually, no, 2 destroyers and a frigate. Got it. Cavalier. Actually, no, wrong one. Actually, Midway, Cavalier. Escort. Oh, this is gonna be really heavy. Okay, 1 City of Raw, 3 Moonstars, and 1 Perk Prickle. Got it. Yep, that's 123 million. 1.23 million. Got it. Let's begin. Well, this sure takes its time. Oh, huge amount of probs gonna be a problem today. Can it? Do you think it will be intercepted in time? Wait, with your PC, you really shouldn't have matches in the millions. So I should wait until I get a 30, 90. God. For those who don't know, Battlefield Battle Phase 2 was an older tournament I did of a Battlefield Battle series, which was supposed to be themed after 1953. The fleet that you're seeing right now on the left side, aka Yoshi, was the winning fleet However, it won. However, it was pretty controversial because like there were a lot of things that violated the rules, which I didn't know because back then I didn't expect. Battlefield Battle Phase 2 became the main reason why I do pre-deadline and post-deadline inspections. And yes, this, I guess, an amplified version of Jay Cavalier's fleet. His fleet now has wait a second. Yeah, wait, Cavalier. Did you want 2 more destroyers? Because I only gave you 1, I think. All right, then you don't care. All right, battle begins. In 5, 4, and anyway, the amplified Cavalier fleet has additional destroyer and an additional frigate. Battle begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Battle has begun. Guy has RT-2060 and 8-core i7. Given what was in front of us, how it was made, a single board pref. Yeah. Yeah, did I have to post his computer specs again? Oh god. I forgot which one had the huge bombs. Let's pause and see it. Yeah, it's these guys. Yep, these guys. Oh dear. And I forgot which. Okay, this one. Actually, this one. Okay, this one had heavy armor. Yep. As you can see, actually no, I'm not sure. Heavy armor. Yeah, that's ammo. Never mind. I don't know why this was so hard to shoot. Oh, I think I know why. Because back then missiles were banned. It was so hard to shoot aircraft down as well. It's running surprisingly smoothly. And here come the shells. Yeah, everybody expect a fleet battle, like battleship battles. Okay, here comes the bomb, huge bomb. It's also a frac bomb as well, so it's gonna be interesting. Missiles are useless against things even when basic projectile avoidance. Okay, I gotta learn how to use it. Should I apply projectile avoidance like on my custom campaign, or is that now? Wait, what? Wait. He's returning to ship. I don't know why. Is it because it's too far away? I don't get it. Nevertheless, it looks like the Cavalier's fleet is spared for now. But I don't know how long. But nevertheless, 4 bombs are dropped. Actually, 5. And they're all headed for... Actually, no. The bombs lost its momentum. I mean, this thing is a dive bomber, so... Essentially, they just cripple themselves. Alright, then. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is an unguided bomb because of this tip. Let's see what this guy has to offer. Oh yeah, we have 3 disqualifications. To like two casualties. We might be 3 soon because of. Yes, Yoshi's fleet is not doing much here. A magnetic glide bomb. Oh, if it is a magnetic bomb, really? I'm guessing this is the magnet. Where are the bombs going? Where are they going? They're locked onto the helicopter. Oh no! The magnets are locked onto the helicopter. Uh-oh. Oh, oh, that guy's history. Can magnets actually work above water? Bombs are AA. The fighters. These guys are the fighters. They're not even engaging the helicopters. The roles have been swapped. Yeah, the Yoshi's fleet. It's yeah, it's not doing well so far. They lost 4 aircraft. And I don't think they could apparently, but they can. Yeah, Granatnik is actually affected anti-airship unit because of the magnets. Okay, I don't know where it's going now, and I don't know what happened to this one. Yeah, it seems that for some reason the aircraft feel less formidable now. I think I got a 4th casualty now. Wallier has his 1st casualty. Should I, you know, let's focus on Yoshi's fleet. So far, City of Raw, the carrier is just standing there menacingly. The Moon Stars, wow, this fleet looks pretty good. Meanwhile, the time states that there is 9 minutes 53 seconds left in the battle. Dapper Turtle is due, and I went all in A. I think so, yeah. And also, yeah, if it weren't for Yoshi, Draydon would have won due to that, like, you know, bobbing effect. Tracking the plane with the bomb following. It was anti-ship mostly. Wait, for what Battlefleet battle? Oh god. Oh god. Oh wow. Those are big. Oh, okay, never mind. Most of them missed. Oh dear. Oh dear. What are you? The war thug. Oh dear. Yeah, surprisingly, Wallier's fleet is surviving very well against huge bombs. Do thermals have? Wait, are the thermals the ones who have huge bombs? Is that why the firepower feels so crippled? Because the guys with huge bombs have been shot down? I think so. This guy's AI dead. Oh, they're all AI dead. If I didn't have crime addiction at that time. These warthogs are the fighters. Oh, look at all the flak he's taking. Yeah, yeah, Yoshi's air wing is in a very, very sorry state. Remind me, were sounds ever fired at my aircraft when I first fought Cavalier? Yes, I think it was fired. 7 minutes left in the battle. This could be the last exhibition battle match because it's starting to get a little bit late. They were fired. The question is if they tracked. I've also noticed that none of the aircraft had had flares in the tournaments. Maybe it was just me. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's only like 3 aircraft left for City of Raw. The carrier is being targeted by the 2 destroyers, like 2 frigates. There's 1 frigate here just lagging behind for some reason. Yeah, City of Raw being targeted as usual. By the way, one thing to know about this Yoshi's carrier, that's a city. Yeah, Yeah, there's a town. What I really like about this carrier is that there's a town in the carrier. You know what that means? It's time to be. Geneva suggestions is meant to be broken. So, intensify fire. By the way, most of the ship is also made of alloy as well. So, yeah, it floats very well. So technically, I am at 28k minutes advantage per battle. Yes. Well, you have higher tech, to be fair. You have Seawiz. They don't. It was kind of pointless against bombs since they can't. You can't? Really? Oh, dive bombs, right? Then maybe, yeah, I do. Well, if you don't do any thrusters, the section range, but oh really? Oh, the thrusters are also making it more visible, right? Oh dear, it seems that Yoshi's fleet has actually flanked the Cavalier's fleet. 2 seals are down. I don't even know where the seals are. They're just there, just not doing much. Let's see what's going on over here. Lambs and other things since they're really mostly alpha. See, man, this prickle is not having a good day. Although it is valiantly charging for some reason. Oh, I forgot the moon stars has crams. I don't think the moon star hasn't taken much damage. Yep, they're both at above 98% health. 500. Did he do that before? Cram shotgun Seawiz. The fact that he gets a cram in his Seawiz is so weird as hell. See the time. There is a 1 minute 20 seconds left in the battle. Moonstar set too far. I actually hit something. Hey, Antnar, you're Yoshi, right? Are you Yoshi? Oh, okay, I see. Well, then again, like the tournament is set on Operation Midway setting, so I guess it wouldn't matter. Since Phase 2, the distance between the teams were 2,000 meters. 2 kilometers. Midway was 4 kilometers. Explode the fucking sky. You explode the missiles too. That's the most American thing I've ever heard in my life. Ooh. Plus, things slowed down. City of Raw is still getting targeted. Like, there's only like 2 planes left. All of them are 2 damaged. So yeah, essentially Yoshi has lost all of his aircraft. True, how befitting for Cavalier's title of Bane of the Wright brothers. Not like how smooth the ships look on low quality. And time is actually up, surprisingly. I forgot time was passing. And yeah, it's essentially. Hold on, let's see the. Hold on, I want to see the bracket. You will now shoot down dangerous wooden deep water to ease my pain. Okay. Did Yoshi beat Cavalier before? That's the thing. Is Jay Cavalier even here? He is. Oh, actually, he lost to Draydon. Never mind. Oh, micro battles. Oh yeah, this is essentially revenge. Essentially, by using high technology, Jay Cavalier has finally had his revenge against Yoshi against 2 tournaments. Oh wow, this is beautiful. Congrats. Well, you only didn't win anything, but you essentially crippled the Yoshi's air wing, leaving only one like crippled plane left. The prickle, like that boat is gone, nearly non-existent. Yeah, most of our ships are fine. Let's take a look at a platinum. Oh, chunk platinum, never mind. You know how much flame flying scrolls are? Yeah. What do you mean? It's really easy to shoot down for me. Oh yeah, I see. A lot of turrets are gone, so I guess that explains the 80% health. So anyway, congratulations, Cavalier. You had your revenge. So now what? Which means I'm gonna have to end the stream here. It's starting to get late. So to recap what we did today. Battlefleet battle, oh. Yeah, Battlefleet battle Operation Midway. The Operation Midway has ended with Jay Cavalier's ultimate victory. And yeah, and we did 2 exhibition match. One with Solar Admiral Scrubler versus Paragon, and one with Jay Cavalier versus Yoshi. So yes, tomorrow, as a compensation for not being able to do Salty Saturday today, we'll do either a VR stream or a full Deep Rock Galactic play with viewers. So anyways, guys, if you guys like what I'm doing, consider giving me a follow on Twitch, and be sure to join my Discord if you want to chat along with other people in our community. And if you're from YouTube, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for all crucial contributions to our channel. I would like to thank you all for watching, and see you all tomorrow, UTC +9, 8:30 p.m. Bye.